Hello, everybody. Uh, Sorry I haven't put out a video in a while, but been kind of ill. Let me think. Let me thank everybody who has watched my videos. This topic that I'm about to discuss is a little worrisome for me because you know how things go. Everybody knows how things go. With certain things you talk about on YouTube can get you in trouble. But the person I'm going to talk about today is Cenk Uygar and the scam that I have finally figured out that he's been running for a while now. Now, some of you may say, geez, everybody knows about the scam that is Cenk Uygar. So what have you got new? Well, I'm going to give you some information, tie things together as best I can, and make you realize that some things don't make any friggin' sense with this guy. Something's up. So let me give you some table of facts first. The average upper middle class income in California wildly varies, to be brutally honest, but it's anywhere between $65,000 a year on up to $213,000 a year. One person making that much. And that depends upon the area of California you're living in. To be middle class in Silicon Valley, you have to be making almost $200,000 a year right off the bat by yourself, not you and your spouse. You have to be making at least $200,000 a year. And that is to have a house, two cars, spouse, and two kids. Cenk Uygar makes about $91,000 a year off of TYT. I looked it up. TYT is supposedly worth anywhere between $1 million to $5 million. Cenk Uygar's supposed net worth, last I looked up today, is about $3.5 million, with Anna Kasparian supposedly worth anywhere between $1 to $2.5 million. Some other sites estimate Cenk Uygar's worth at $5 million. Now, Cenk has openly stated he lives upper middle class. So now, depending upon where he lives, that could be anywhere between him making $100,000 a year to $300,000 a year to be upper middle class. We don't know what his wife does. So, some things just don't make any sense. TYT supposedly employs anywhere, from my last looking up, between 25 to 57 employees. Now, you're probably going, wait a minute, you just said the average median income to live middle class in California is anywhere between $65,000 a year to $213,000 a year, depending upon where you live. Now, TYT is located, the company itself, let me look this up again, is located in, Los Angeles, California. Oh boy. Los Angeles, California is one of the most expensive places to live. And that should tell you a lot. Average median income in Los Angeles, if you're living middle class, has to be anywhere between, what was it, $75,000 to $100,000 plus dollars a year. So now Cenk employs a bunch of friggin' hipsters and left-wing liberal types. They all got to be making at least anywhere between $70,000 to $100,000 a year. But TYT pulls $1 to $2 million a year. Now, unless Cenk owns the building that TYT sits in, and that's possible, how is he paying all of his employees? And paying himself $93,000 a year. Now, Anna, she works as a professor of journalism. at some USC Berkeley offshoot somewhere. So you know she's making at least $90,000 to $100,000 a year because that's UC Berkeley. They don't come cheap. So when does she do classes? Every damn video I see her sorry ass sitting up in there. She does videos from home too. When does she teach? Who knows? But just by doing the preliminary math that I just gave you, Cenk's TYT company should be constantly in the red. Over the last 3 years, Cenk has adopted the subscription model for TYT, the channel on YouTube, and last I checked, TYT's YouTube channel has about 4, maybe 5 million subscribers. Let me double check this again while I am sitting here so I can have direct confirmation and nobody can say that I'm wrong. 5.22 million subscribers. In other words, 5,222,000 subscribers. But let's look real quick at the average
Every day,
views.
the young church serves 2 hours.
Sorry about that. At the average viewers, let's see, for his latest video, 16 hours ago, video is supposedly members only. That might be how he's making his money. So let's see here, the last video here. Sorry, the audio is playing in the background. 5.22 million subscribers, 69,000 views in this video about Matt Gaetz, which was released 9 hours ago. You've got 5.2 million subscribers, and that's about as good as it gets. Okay, let's go back 14 hours. 25 to another video. 25K views. 39K views for a 15-hour video. Okay, let's go back to a video from, let's see here. 6 days ago, 30K video, 30K views. Something about Marjorie Taylor Greene 5 days ago, 115K. Okay, let's go back 2 weeks if possible. Let's go back 3 weeks, in fact. 3 weeks ago. One video that is 6 minutes and 41 seconds long. 16K views. See, something more controversial. Another video, 63K. Another video, 177K. This guy's got 5.2 million subscribers, and I can't find one video as of 3 weeks ago that has over 1 million views, which would be a good average. Which would be a very good average. Dame Peso's video talking and making jokes about Cenk Uygar get more views in 4 hours than Cenk gets in 2 or 3 days. This doesn't make any fucking sense. How is this man supporting an entire corporation that is worth anywhere between $1 to $2 million? With Cenk, last I checked, supposedly worth $3.6 million. What the hell? So what is the scam here? The scam is primarily that Cenk has been running different PACs, campaigns for different candidates ever since 2009, 2010. The only one that has been knowingly successful, glowingly successful, is Justice Democrats, which he got booted out of in 2018, 2019. Now, I find this suspicious. This man founded Justice Democrats with 3 other guys. One was Cenk Uygar. As you know, he came under investigation for supposedly running off with almost $1 million. I remember hearing several years back that it was $80 million. Either way, the FBI hasn't been able to find this guy. That's weird. They can find somebody from 6 seconds of video from the January 6th riot, conflict, whatever you want to call it. But they can't find some Indian dude with a goofy ass name who ran off with almost $1 million? From AOC's campaign? Shows how great the FBI is, doesn't it? Now, what about these PACs? I scoured the internet for 2 months looking up all the PACs he's run. Wolfpack, Justice Democrats, and 3 other PACs that Wolfpack California. So there's 2 other PACs that he has run that nobody knows. I remember hearing about them, remember him bragging about them, but they're nowhere on the net. It's like they've just been scrubbed. Weird. Very weird. Also, Cenk has run a number of campaign funding organizations for different campaigns scattered across the country. He's run these little small campaigns, campaign funding organizations for candidates who always lose. All of them have lost, except for the ones run by the Justice Democrats, which got 5 people elected their first year, 2 more people elected after that. But Cenk was gone by the time the next 2 got elected. Now, where did Cenk get the money to run such a massive organization? Well, good luck finding where Justice Democrats is right now. Other than an office supposedly out in California somewhere and a website, is there any way to even contact these people? Nobody really knows. Justice Democrats hasn't done anything since 2019-2020. Very weird. Now, Cenk got booted out of Justice Democrats back around 2018-2019, if I remember correctly. Because supposedly comments he made more than 10-15 years ago, when he supposedly was a Republican or something like that. And I find that very hard to believe. He started Justice Democrats with Shaka Tabarty, Zach Erkley or something like that. And they all worked together and put in their money to start Justice Democrats. But Cenk had to be the main funder. And you know why? You want to know why? Because Cenk got $30 million, not $25 million. He got $30 million from the Katzenberg group and several friends of the Katzenberg group back in early 2017. He finally admitted to it in August. Then he starts up the Justice Democrats late 2017, early 2018. It takes millions of dollars to start a PAC of any kind. So, what did Cenk do with $30 million? Did he really dump all $30 million into a PAC? Then he gets kicked out of it about a year later? Bull fucking shit. There ain't no fucking damn way. He got 5 people elected to Congress. 5 people. He raised millions and millions of dollars. He raised at least 3 to 5 times the amount that he put into it if he put in $25 million. Now, here's what I think happened. The Katzenbergs, first and foremost of all, yeah, they're Jewish. Okay, let's just go ahead and get that out of the fucking way. These guys, the Katzenberg brothers, started the Katzenberg PAC. And they specifically raised money for Democrat and progressive causes, but mostly just your standard neoliberal Democrat types. Mainly Hillary Clinton. Now, what I think happened is back during 2016, they raised a shit ton of money for Hillary and was sending it to her. But what happened is, when it started looking like she was going to lose and that she was under investigation for that email shit, the Katzenbergs were like, oh fuck, if she gets in trouble, if she gets arrested, if the FBI actually starts investigating her ass, it could lead back to us. We could get into some type of trouble. So they kept $25 million, held it to see what would happen. After Hillary lost, they were still sitting there wondering, oh shit, Trump could prosecute her ass. Trump could do it. What do we do with this $25 million? We can't just leave it sitting here. Then they heard about TYT and they said, we'll just get this $25 million to TBT with some strings attached, some caveats. So they gave it to TYT and got their buddies to give another $5 million. Cenk takes that $30 million. He gives himself at least $5 million. You're going to give somebody $25 million fucking dollars. And they're just going to sit on there and just start up a political action committee? Bull fucking shit. Cenk probably took a couple of million to $5 million for himself. Probably gave Anna a little bit to shut her fucking mouth. Now, Cenk also had a number of legal issues going on between 2016 and 2018. Lawsuits, some girl who was an intern got raped, supposedly, and a number of other little scandals with some of his freelance reporters that he hired. So that probably took at least another $2 to $3 million out of that 25 million. Really 30 million. But I can assure you that man probably took some damn money for himself and put it in a bank account some fucking where for himself. Because this man lives upper middle class. He lives in a gated community. Everybody knows he does. He's admitted that he does. He admitted that him and his wife live pretty damn nicely. So, and also, just so you guys know, Cenk is a former lawyer. He's still on the bar. In other words, he's still got his law practicing license. Now, he used to be a corporate lawyer. Corporate lawyers make a shit ton of fucking money when they run a good case. Why did he leave that behind? Well, like a lot of lawyers who end up in Congress or in the Senate, maybe that's why. Maybe that was Cenk's ultimate goal. Thought he was going to end up in politics. But that 25 to 30 million, that $30 million he got, he probably did put the majority of it into running the Justice Democrats. Now, he should have got some of that money back. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have put $25 fucking million into a fucking organization and then just sit back and say, well, okay, I don't have to have anything back. I'm so wedded to the fucking cause that I'll give away all of my fucking money to it and not expect a dime back in return. Bullshit. Cenk is stupid, but he's not an idiot. So some of that money is sitting some fucking where. It really is. Now, all the campaigns and PACs like Wolfpack and everything, Wolfpack and Wolfpack California are still getting money. If Cenk started or is still connected to Wolfpack California and Wolfpack National, how much money do you think he's getting a year out of that? Then there's all the campaign funding organizations that he ran for all of these loser candidates over the last 10, 15 years. Where did all that money go? Now, the last 2 years, Cenk's practically been fucking begging for money in his fucking videos. Now, let's just say 1 million of his subscribers, or 1 million of the subscribers actually are members, and they're actually giving him some money each month. Even if it's just $10 a month. Let's say YouTube takes $2. Cenk has, if Cenk is getting $8 a head, and 1 million people are sending him money, TYT via YouTube subscription is getting $8 million a year. $8 million. So that could explain things. But then why is Cenk still fucking begging for money? Why is his net worth $5 million? Still. Now, there's some arguments on that. There's been several other places that say he's worth a $10 million. There's others that say he's worth $3.6 million, which I just quoted to you. Something doesn't add up with any of this. Something's not right. Is most of the money going back into keeping TYT afloat? That's quite possible. You've got maybe 50 employees. We know he's got those little idiots that come on with him and talk on the show and do videos and everything. He's got to be paying them. And from the looks of things, ain't none of them living with their parents. So these fuckers has got to be making anywhere between $65,000 to $100,000+ a year. I would be sure that, what's his name? Buddy, the black guy with the dreads who everybody calls Black Predator, the 2 or 3 females that have recently popped up over the last few years, other than Anna Kasparian, they got to be making, I'd want at least $100,000 a year to shovel my opinion out. and they're all in Los Angeles. So he's paying at least 6 people $100,000 a year. He's paying at least his employee, even the lowest staff member at TYT is probably making $75,000 a year. How is he keeping this shit afloat? If he's actually making $8 million, TYT itself is making $8 million through subscriptions, then it's possible. But TYT also has a Subscribe Star and a Patreon and a PayPal. Something still ain't fucking adding up. Something ain't adding up at all. Something ain't adding up at all about his money. Where is he getting his money from? Well, let's just go ahead and openly up front fucking say it. He's been running these political campaigns. In fact, if some of you may remember, he ran last year for a District 26 seat that had been vacated due to a scandal. He lives in District 27. Legally, he can't run, but he did it anyway. Now, how in the hell did he get away with that? It's fucking California, and it's a Democrat-run state. Democrats will commit crimes all fucking day and justify it in the name of, well, we have to beat the evil fascist, blah, 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 Donald Trump. Now, at the end of his campaign, he goes back to TYT and then begs for another $500,000 to pay all of the staff that will run his campaign. He barely got 1% of the fucking vote. He literally ran during the primaries, got less than 1% of the vote, but then decided he was going to keep on running anyway. So made it to November, once again got less than 1% of the fucking vote, then turns around and claims, well, guys, look, I need another $500,000 to pay off my employees. How many employees did you fucking have? People said that they barely saw your ass out campaigning. You barely campaigned. You barely canvassed. How the fuck did it cost you $500,000? How many employees did you have? What did you agree to pay them? If you're getting at least $8 million in subscribers, although looking it up, TYT brings in $1 million a year. $1 million a year, and it's been bringing in about $1 million a year over the last 7 years. Even with the subscriber base, he's somehow bringing in only $1 million a year. Still having to beg money for a campaign. Where's the money going, Cenk? Where's the money going? I doubt Cenk has a mistress. Maybe he does. But something's not adding up with the money here. Something's not adding up with the money. $1 million? He's still begging for money? He's worth supposedly $3.6 million? Anna's worth about 2.5. I think Cenk's been pocketing money from all these campaigns and PACs he's been running for years. I wouldn't be surprised if Wolfpack and Wolfpack National still giving him some money. Justice Democrats, if it somehow still fucking exists, is giving him some money. Because I wouldn't have walked away from Justice Democrats without money. They would have had to give me at least $10 fucking million before I walked away. I would have been like, look, bitches, I started this shit with $25 million. You got to give me something to fuck back. So he probably got $10 million out of them to go away. Now, holy fucking shit. Where did that $10 million go? Where did that $10 million go? Cenk got something going on? He got some gambling problem or drug problem or something? I don't know. I really don't fucking know. The man's 52 years old. Anything's possible. Yeah, he's 52. He is 52 years old. But something doesn't add up with these numbers. Something does not add up with so many other things that I see going on. Why is a man worth $3.6 million begging? Why is TYT constantly in the red, according to a number of people? Something's not right. Like I said before, I believe he's running scams in the background with all these politicians he's supposedly running campaigns for. And he's reached his limit currently with his last campaign where he was running for District 26. And I personally think what happened is that he got caught back during that campaign. Because Nancy Pelosi Rumor has it that Nancy Pelosi was real pissed about him running in that district. Didn't want him there. And that would explain also why, ever since he ran his campaign, he's been bitching about Nancy Pelosi. Nancy probably sent him a nice little message. Look, shut the fuck up and get out. And then he was like, fuck Nancy Pelosi. I'm going to do what I want. Look, I got Bernie's support. Then all of a sudden, Bernie pulls his support. Why? Because Nancy called up Bernie and said, look, don't support that dumbass brown boy. He's an idiot. Pull your support now. He's going to drag us down. Okay. And Cenk likes to call himself a progressive, which is just code for commie, socialist. Cenk's getting his money from some fucking where, and he's hiding it very damn well. But the scam that is Cenk Uygar is going to be found out eventually. It's only a matter of time. He's managed to get away with it for 10, 15 years. He might get away with it for a few years more. We shall see. But I really do think that something is going on. Hopefully we'll find out one day. But for those of you who are giving your money to TYT, you're not giving it to TYT, you're giving it to Cenk Uygar. Because Cenk don't look like the type of dude that goes fucking hungry any damn time soon. Alright. Everybody have a good day. Thank you for listening. Please like, rate, subscribe to my channel. Leave comments. I'm on BitChute as of right now as well. I'm on Twitter and Gab. Thank you.